Hello everyone, welcome to Toyeen Talks. Báwo ló ṣe ń lọ lọ́dọ̀ yín? Okay, this is just a quick one. I'd like to thank you all for watching. Till I'll see you in my next video. Stay safe, stay blessed. I love you all. Bye.
Okay. Now, bọ̀bọ̀ judgment yẹn, ó ní pé it was when Yomi came that we have been recording achievement abi we have been that the justice has been having kinní kan has been having headway wípé ńgbà tá a wà ń bẹ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ wípé àṣe kankan àní achievement àṣe kankan ẹ̀yin mo fẹ́ kẹ́ ẹ rántí ni o ẹ̀yin wá sọ pé okay and you are saying that it was when Yomi came that okay the people that are talking about this thing Toshi analyze. Is that not an achievement? The kinní kan, is it not an achievement? The kinní kan, ṣé ti rántí sà? Ṣé ti rántí sà?
On the achievements, I started, yes, Moroti. I started by asking Binti, are you one of the seekers of justice? Have you been part of this movement? He said yes. Are you saying that you have no achievements since you have started?
Ẹ má bínú sà, ẹ má tún bá wa sọ̀rọ̀ lórí ètí insider backup tó ní pé bàbá is the complicit ṣe rántí yẹn sà.
That's true.
Ẹ má tún sọ yẹn náà ó dùn.
But let me first of all start with what Yomi did this night. I've remembered those points. This night, you can hear somebody talking about budgets and somebody trying to mislead the public on NGO structure or transparency in NGO. If somebody come out request for budget for a specific project, such a person should know that there should be transparency, there should be disclosure at the end of every project. Because the sources of income for NGOs are either donations, grants,
No more is going on.
Ó dà pé wọ́n ní call.
Okay.
Mr. Ishaq, ó dà pé wọ́n ní call something like
that. It is fundraising activities.
Network.
Or if it is donation from the public, you have to account for the public. If it is fundraising activities, that activity is because it's a dedicated project. Yeah, it all came in and I stopped the call. When it means it's a dedicated project and that should be accounted for to the public. Yomi said it's at the end of the year. Transparency, they can prepare an account, is all lies. And it's even mixing the annual returns with tax filing. And you will now apply for what is called an exemption certificate, tax exemption certificate. I challenge Yomi to show us his tax exemption certificate in the last 3 years. To show us that he has been compliant with the tax authority and also the CAC. Because he's trying to defend his NGO, or his inactive NGO, that is because it's not been uploading his activities on the CAC platform. That is a lie. That guy does not even know what it takes to run an NGO. That's just... Then somebody also asked, I'm going to go to the last one, Madam Comfy. Somebody also asked Yomi about the file about Wumi. When the question was asked about Wumi's arrest, he moved to Larry. And it took him so much time explaining what happened between him and Larry. Then when the guy now repeated the same questions, that what you have been explaining now did not address the issue I asked you about why Wumi has not been arrested. Then somebody said he shouldn't answer. That from what Yomi has been saying, it means that Wunmi has been a fugitive. You know how stupid they are? A file has been moved from Zone 2 to Panti. Is Wunmi a fugitive at Panti where the case is being treated now? The answer is no. And Yomi was now saying that they try to track Wunmi. They even went to inquest. I screen recorded this video. He said they even tried to arrest Wunmi at a Corona inquest. Wunmi did not show up. That they tracked Wunmi to Ibadan. Because he knew that Wunmi went to a show in Ibadan. It's because he knew that Wunmi went for a show in Ibadan, where they carry the arm up. That's why he's trying to. He said because that girl, they've been removing him, they've been doing all sorts of things, and because the police cannot track him. And he did not address the fact that the guy who called him a fugitive is lying. Because at Pantina, where the fight is, nobody is looking for any woman. Now, it is obvious that the trouble is between the son from Wunmi and the NGO. So who now has upper hand? That's why we have been telling Wunmi and Yomi that his NGO is worthless in the face of any son. His NGO cannot even face Wunmi's son. And Wunmi's son is even afraid of our own son. That's why Wunmi's son was telling our own son not to take up the case from Baba Mohbad. So who is stronger in this case now? If they are wise, they should know that our son is stronger than even Wunmi's son. And Yomi's NGO is a worthless NGO in the face of this struggle. Let me now go to the brief on the somebody who said, so far, until Yomi came into the picture, there was no achievement. And I've been asking, I asked on that platform in the morning, what do you call achievement? When you talk about success, it's an unending thing. But let's start with some of us that started the movement. If anybody is telling himself that he has no achievement since we started this struggle, it is good for that person to accept his own failure, bear his own contribution in this struggle, and sacrifice whatever he has done just to please a fan, just to please Yomi as a fan. If you say there is no success recorded so far, it's from this struggle that some people, from donation of some people, that were able to push back those who were arresting the vanguard of this cause. Some of them even collected money from Baba Mohbad, people like Arefa. It is from donation of some people. And we were able to push back at that time. It is also from this struggle at the initial stage that we were able to push government or the people who are supporting.
Daddy best collect door. Àwọn comment section láwọn ò gbọ́ o. Wọ́n mi kàn fi ọ̀gá wa. Kí lẹ tẹ̀?
Am I loud now? Is it loud?
Mi ò tẹ nǹkan kan. Mi ò tẹ anything.
It's loud and clear. So bóyá network ẹnìyẹn ni ò dá.
If people are saying that we did not have any achievement before Yomi came, I ask, who discovered CCTV? It was discovered before Yomi came into the picture. Who has been asking for CCTV? We have been asking before Yomi joined this movement. So CCTV is not new. We have been the one asking that there should be CCTV in that house. The government bring that up. Who discovered that there should be recording or there's something in the iCloud of Mohbad or even from Mohbad phone? It's before Yomi came in that we have been asking for full forensic. Which means that if there is full forensic today, the 3-second, the 10-minute video, and whatever they are talking about, if police have done a full forensic, it will have captured everything. So all this drama of 2-3-second, 10-minute video, there will be no need for it. So Yomi did not bring the idea of full forensic or forensic of any type or the CCTV as a new thing into this movement. Now, I also mentioned the fact that even when Corona was on suspension, when the case was Corona adjourned indefinitely, the movement was still ongoing. The movement was still alive. People who were having brainstorming sections. Are you saying that people who are having brainstorming section to sustain the struggle did not have any achievement? Because it is easy to gain attention. We have got the public attention. But to sustain the interest in this kind of struggle is a critical effort. It's a struggle. And people should take credit for what they have done during that time, rather than sacrificing their contribution to please Yomi. And Benjamin agree with me that his own achievement in this struggle, nobody can play it down. So I also cited so many other examples, and people on the platform agree to the fact that the achievement recorded before and even after Yomi came can never be underestimated. You see, the problem is that the challenge I have here is that the people we are relating with are people who are not intelligent enough to stand a fast talker. A fast talker is just somebody who would take somebody on a frenzy level, and before you know it, they sustain their brain and they are trying to appeal, to just trying to flow, with whatever domain is telling them. Even it will be difficult for people who are intelligent, but who have reduced themselves to the level of fun to detect whatever Yomi is bringing to the public. But people who are very intelligent, people who are real, we know that whatever Yomi is doing is not the core, it's just an augment, and it's just trying to entertain us. And the lies are easy to puncture. You can see somebody on that platform in the morning was saying Baba was cursing people, and Baba was complicit. Let me take all the issue of Baba cursing. I ask, can they tell me what Baba has placed as a curse? A man who came out to say, if he's using his own son to disturb the public unnecessarily, if he's using his own son, the death of his own son, the pie of his own son, to just catch fun or to make money, he placed a curse on himself. And he said, whoever is also doing same, using the pie of his son to attack him, to discredit him, he also plays the same. So it is no longer a curse, it's more of adabi. That whoever does this, if you do it, there will be repercussion. If you don't do it, there won't be any effect. Why are they not saying, Baba, why are you cursing yourself? When the man plays it on himself. But why are they afraid? Because these are conditional. These are conditional invocations. If you do it, if you are not doing it, you have no reason to be afraid of anything. And the Baba is not saying, he's not placing calls on people who correct him. That's not what he's talking about. But if you deliberately explore the fact that he's vulnerable at this time because of his condition, if you explore that to attack him, to discredit his person, you will have your consequences. So that is not an attack on anybody. On the fact that somebody said Baba was complicit, is because the person may not even understand what he's talking about. And I asked in the morning, if somebody has reported a case to the police station, what is the person trying to cover up? If somebody gets to police station and made statement, are you privy to the statement he wrote to have concluded Baba did not draw the police attention to blood? He said he was not privy to what Baba wrote in the statement. Why do you now come to conclusion that Baba was hiding anything? It's possible that Baba has put everything out in the statement, but that statement was not considered, and they asked him to go to another, to go somewhere else. And I gave a graphic example of what happened when Mohbad died. There was medical report. That's one that was never presented. You also have a situation where two lawyers and the nurse went to police station. Can anybody tell me, if you take a nurse to police station and you did not present a medical report, is that not to suggest to you that the narration they gave to the police was that Mohbad died in the house? And that is why the police asked them, do you want to press charges or not? And they said, hold on, we will call the family. It means that because you cannot go with a nurse and two lawyers, even the nurse has a lawyer who is a brother to represent her. It means you did not make and you did not present a medical report, a doctor's report from the hospital. It means that the person died in the house. But as at that time, you were telling the public that niggas has died, that they have taken their life, ear infection. That's what you were telling the public. Whereas something else was going on. So you must have done something to the police, do a proper reporting, but you were doing a permutation to cover up. But when Baba came into the picture, Baba wrote statement. They didn't tell us that any of them wrote statement. It was only Baba who wrote statement. If somebody wrote statement and medical report was not given to him, how can you say that person is covering anything up? He said there is a corona law in Lagos State. And I said, okay, there's also a police act that says once a case is reported and police can see a dead person, a case of a criminal case or a case of involving anybody, the police cannot say that somebody should go to another station. It is the responsibility of the police to use their discretion to transfer that case to another station. They should have held them down there and said, this case, all of you will not go. We are transferring you to the right jurisdiction where this case should be properly incidented. And they all agree. Nobody could fault that because it's the law. That's the position of the law. And when you look at what Baba Father did that day, for a man who did not have medical report, who police deny a report, still went to mortuary. And at the mortuary, it was also turned down. So if you have submitted yourself to all authorities, how can anybody now say you are complicit to any act? They are trying to bring in something to just intimidate this man. And there is something funny they did when this thing happened. They said, Baba, Eloro Omoni. Please, anybody on this platform, if Baba had taken Mohbad's corpse to Ekiti, Koloro, no Rujoye. Check. Baba Sino Rujoye. If Baba Sino Rujoye, any of us will have access to even Mohbad. Baba will have said, it's my son. He died. And anytime any Koloro, tell them, nurse ló pa ọmọ ọkọ òun pé nọ́ọ̀sì dẹ̀ rìn kì freely wọ́n ẹ̀ tí ò bu nọ́ọ̀sì so bí bàbá ṣe dé ń jọ yẹn kó bu so kó máa gé jẹ ó lẹ́ni tó pa ọkọ mi ni o ó rí àti tí kìíní ni o kí bàbá wa máa sọ pé ẹ fílẹ̀ ṣé bàbá lè sọ wípé òun ò ní ṣe anything. But you never even give a clear picture. You reported Opai and they fought at Ikorodu. Baba saw blood. You said Baba did not raise alarm on the first interview that Baba saw blood. You never told Baba is the fight in the Ikorodu. They are pie now. You never told Baba is the pie in the Ikorodu. You brought a nurse. You brought a story of a nurse. Baba was never told there is the fight in the Ikorodu. And the public was never involved. They were never informed about the pie in the Ikorodu. The public was following, hey, the MAGA, they've killed my husband. They've taken his life. The husband of my youth. That is what the public was following. Baba came. You told Baba, though they fought in Ikorodu, but the nurse came in and he was injected and he reacted to injection. So at that time, will Baba assume that it's a nurse that just killed him? Or Baba go back to Ikorodu? But Baba said he saw blood. Probably you are giving the impression that it's not the blood. It's not the fight in Ikorodu that killed him. But the man saw the blood. It was after that Baba was able to reconcile all these things together because there was no clear presentation of what happened. If there was a clear presentation, they wouldn't have told Baba to go and roll Ome Ekiti. Because the wife will know what by his husband and will have held the person down because you told us that the nurse was with you throughout that day. So you should have held the nurse down. But nothing of such happened. So why do you now want to implicate Aloba of being complicit in the act? And from day one, Baba has been repeating one thing. Can they pick anybody who is responsible for this? He said even if it is murder, it's murder that is responsible. He doesn't. Baba went during the embalmment when they said it's Adura. Baba said he doesn't care. They should charge the case to court. If a man said they should charge the case to court, please can anybody tell me where Baba Aloba has ever covered Adura or anybody in this case? No, it was Baba who granted the interview. It was Baba who granted the interview, and he said emphatically that two people reported that two people, not even 15 people in the house. He said they should ask Adura and they should ask Yomi. The same man who told us that is covering this. But Baba said even himself that was not even present in the house when this thing happened. Said he's ready to submit his own phone for forensic. Do forensic analysis of all of us, including the 15 people in the house, including Mohbad. So How can you say that person is covering anything up? If he's covering anything up, and you are a friend of the police, can't you slap him by proving him wrong with full forensic? Can't you slap him with sources by bringing the 15 people in the house for proper questioning? You know, in this case, all they have been doing is interrogation. There is no investigation. Interrogation means that you just carry people, ask them what happened, and all of them put down their statement. Police have not done any single investigation, no scientific investigation on this case. No scientific investigation. No step has been taken to even want to unravel whatever has led to the death of Mohbad. And somebody is coming to tell us that Commissioner of Police is his friend. They are doing well. Even when, you can see tonight, even when they have not given him, or they have given him a report. Because if they have not given Yomi a report, he won't say that what their plan for protest is in tandem with the report is getting from the IPO in charge of the case. He said that clearly. But people on that platform cannot use their brain to even decode what Yomi is saying. Somebody is saying their plan to raise funds for protest is in tandem with the report he's getting from the IPO. Is that not to tell you that the IPO is telling him, Oga, or Mr. Yomi, don't come closer. There's no breakthrough in whatever video or anything you have brought here. We are still as it is, status quo. And if it is status quo, what are you talking about? Who are you deceiving? It's just because they cannot decode all this. He's just interested in getting that money from them. Just interested. Once that money comes in, you will see another story. Story will still change. So I think those are just rundown of what happened on that platform today. Thank you.
Thank you so much. God bless you, sir. Our best caller. May God bless you. Lórúkọ Jésù. Ẹ máa wà fún wa ẹ pẹ́pẹ́pẹ́pẹ́ lórúkọ Jésù. Nínú ọgbọ́n ẹ máa dàgbà sí lórúkọ Jésù. Nínú ìmọ̀, nínú òye. Thank you, sir. God bless you, sir. Who else want to talk? Anybody else?
Ẹ jọ̀ọ́, ẹ wò ọ̀gá wa ẹ kálẹ́. Ṣé wà pa?
Yes, thank you.
Ẹ ká mọ́mí lè rí.
The fall of 3 seconds video.
Àrílé ẹ̀.
The fall of 3 seconds video.
Analysis yín. Ó ti fẹ́ da orí gbogbo wọn rú o. Orí gbogbo wọn ti ń yí. Ní ọ̀rọ̀ mi báyìí nẹ́tíwọ́ọ̀kì mi ò mọ̀ gbádùn àbí ìwọ lọ jẹ́ ayé mọ̀ fi nẹ́tíwọ́ọ̀kì lákàlàkà látàárọ̀ o. Ọ̀gá wa ṣe ń gbọ́ mi. Sẹ́ksì mi ṣe ń gbọ́ mi. Mọ́mí lérí olúwa ṣe ń gbọ́ mi.
À ń gbọ́. The fall of 3 seconds video. À ń gbọ́. The fall of 3 seconds video.
Okay. Òun náà ni ó sú wa o. Ọ̀rọ̀ Yomi yìí sú wa. Ẹ dákun ṣé Yomi tún ti jáde síta lónìí ni? Àbí ṣó ti jáde síta lónìí? Ó ní 3 seconds video ọ̀ràn. Ó ní 3 seconds video òfò. Ṣebí 3 seconds video tí wọ́n mú áàfù tí wọ́n mú 3 seconds inú 10 minutes video. Àbí ṣebí ní bíntín níbẹ̀ ní ọwọ́ ẹnìkan àbọ̀wọ́ ta ló lóhun wa bó sì lóhun níbi òun ní lọ́wọ́ ni. Yomi níbo lẹ ti wá gé àgékù olóṣì 3 seconds video. Wọ́n ti ní òṣè kankan, wọ́n ní òwúlò. Àwọn ọlọ́pàá ní òwúlò fáwọn. Báwọn òwúlò kò sí táwọn fẹ́ fi ṣe Yomi. Wọ́n sì tún bi ọ́ léèrè wípé so ní àwọn valid evidence míì lọ́wọ́ Yomi. Ìwọ yìí kan náà ló sọ. Ó jókòó. The valid evidence sitting with police. Yomi èmi ṣe fẹ́ bi ọ́ léèrè ní lánàá mo gbàgbé ni wípé dákun ó sitting pẹ̀lú police ni so kò sílíìpù pẹ̀lú pólíìsì ṣé kò gbé bẹ́ẹ̀dì dání. Yomi ó ní 3 seconds video ọ̀ràn ó ní 3 seconds video òfò 3 seconds àmọ́ bí ó borí já 3 seconds tó ti bàjẹ́ gbọ̀ngàn ti bà ó ti destroy rẹ̀ mọ́ra ẹ lọ́wọ́ ó ti bàjẹ́ tipẹ́tipẹ́ Yomi wọ́n ti bàjẹ́ wọ́n ti delete ẹ̀ mọ́ ọ lọ́wọ́ 3 seconds náà ló tó ń wá síta ló tó fi wá ń gbá àwọn èèyàn ló fi wá ń gbá wọn Yomi ó ṣàṣọ eyín má àdúrà ó ṣe eyín má àdúrà pé 3 seconds video ṣe àrí result yẹ Mr. Yomi àrí result 3 seconds sí o ó tún wá ní pé kí wọ́n mọ̀ kán dúró di next month ó gbé nǹkan míì bọ̀ Yomi ó lágbára fún ayé ẹ̀ ó ní agbára fún ayé Yomi o Yomi ó gbé nǹkan dání àti ìrìn tó gbé dání láti bí oṣù 4 kí wá lóde tó wá ń parọ́ kí lóde tó ń scam àwọn èèyàn kí lóde tó ń parọ́ tó ń scam àwọn èèyàn ó sàn wá gbogbo ọgbọ́n tí wọ́n fi fẹ́ achievement nínú òkú Mohbad Yomi tó ń parọ́ olórí burúkú orí pàwọn wèrè tó ń parọ́ fáwọn kọ̀ọ̀kan ọpọlọ wọn ti ń wálẹ̀ oògùn tí ń ṣiṣẹ́ lára tí wọ́n ti ká torí mo ti ráwọn èèyàn kọ̀ọ̀kan tó yẹ pé àwọn gan tí wọ́n ti mú ẹnu ẹ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀
kò ń ṣoògùn ignorance ni.
ọ̀gá wa ẹ má jẹ tàn yín Yomi ń lo oògùn náà ṣe é ọ̀gá wa wà lẹ́yìn Yomi ń lo oògùn ṣe rí tìró tí ń bẹ ní ojú Yomi ń wà láì kì í ṣe lásán Yomi ń lo nǹkan fún wọn ṣé gbogbo wọn náà wà lọ́pọlọ wọn ò wá sí ṣé gbogbo wọn náà wà ní ọpọlọ wọn ò ṣiṣẹ́ ni tó fi jẹ́ pé wọn ò ní lè béèrè question lọ́wọ́ Yomi kán béèrè tangible question lọ́wọ́ Yomi wọn ò ní lè bí léèrè tó fi mọ́ bọ̀dá yín náà wọn ò ní lè bí léèrè àní Yomi ń lo nǹkan ò wá lásán bó ṣe wà yẹn Yomi ò wá lásán ó dira wọnú justice ni toró ti rí ibi gẹ́gẹ́ bí opportunity fóun Yomi dira wọnú justice ni gbogbo tí ń sọ ó wá scammer ó wá sàkàmà gé wọn ni Yomi ò ní kankan tó fẹ́ ṣe ẹ̀mí rẹ̀ ò gbé ẹ̀mí Yomi ò gbé àwọn ọlọ́pàá ti sọ fún un wọ́n ti sọ bó ṣe ń lọ fún un ó ń ṣiṣẹ́ fọlọ́pàá ó ń ṣiṣẹ́ fún Wùmí Yomi ń ṣiṣẹ́ fún ọlọ́pàá ó ń ṣiṣẹ́ fún Wùmí ni olórí burúkú ni máa yẹn lọmọ ní Yomi burúkú olùsí ṣòkòtò bí ìró irọ́ ti ba ayé rẹ̀ jẹ́ irọ́ ti ba ayé ẹ̀ jẹ́ Yomi só ti gba dírípù bí o ti ń gba dírípù tán só.
network.
lónìí àbúrò jáde ẹlẹ́sìn bí ó.
network yẹn ò dáa network yẹn ò dáa. ok ẹja sáré ṣe kinní yẹn ṣọmọ yóò ti ní sùn báyìí ó dà pé ó máa kọ account number sílẹ̀ nìyẹn o ọmọ yẹn á ti sùn ọmọ tó yẹ kó ṣe yẹn.